Hello. How you doing? I'm back. It's been a couple days. It's been very, 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 very warm. So I had to take the last couple days away. Didn't even touch my computer, which, you know, is rare. I'll say it. But it was just way too hot. And I didn't want to put my poor computer through it again. So yeah, I don't really remember. Oh yeah, I do. We're doing this berserker bear thingy.
Fang marks, claw marks, broken bones. Hard to say what exactly killed him.
God, it's warm. Not as
So
warm,
many
but
wounds.
definitely
No
warm.
wonder Hellborn bled to death. Altrig. Shit, no more than a kid.
Oh yeah, I forget how few of us, of the people survived.
Young Lugos. Bears took him by surprise. Didn't have a chance to defend himself. All right. What do we have here? Bear's head, but the tongue's short, like a human's. Mouth smells of honey liqueur. Mead. And something else. Something earthy. Bears like honey. Before it's fermented. Strange. Something under the fur. A tattoo. Shape of a bear paw.
Suspicious.
Old scar. Looks like it was sutured. Half man, half bear. Something like a lycanthrope. No full moon, so something else caused the transformation. Maybe something he ate or drank.
I love how he talks to himself.
Mead with an earthy aroma. Need to check the horns, tankards, and bowls.
Oh, who's this?
Drogadar. Skald's played his last.
Oh. A skull is a bard, isn't it?
All the horns are empty.
Obviously. You remember where you are, Geralt.
Bowl at each table. Mead in this one. And only mead. Earthy scent from the bear's maw. Something towards mushrooms. Bowl's empty, but the scent's in the air. Coming from somewhere else in this room.
Grand those swords, but I prefer me trusty axe.
Here. Mead spiked with some kind of mushroom. And human blood. Ceres, come here.
A guard saw what happened. Those weren't bears. They were...
Men who transform into bears.
berserkers.
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 The Skald's name for warriors who change into animals in the midst of battle. Stuff of fairy tales, legends. But it seems to make sense, right?
Almost. We were at a feast, not on a battlefield. Think I know what caused them to transform. The mead they drank. Smell this. Mead spiked with blood. And something else. Thinking it could be a mushroom, but I don't recognize the type.
Hjort might help us. Few druids know herbs better.
Can't hurt to try.
Hjort.
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
Sure. I forget, is it literally just a herb and some blood that makes them turn? That seems bad.
A disgrace. The kind we've not seen since the Red funeral.
Fewer died then.
May the sea swallow the traitors. Freyr, our mother. May the sea swallow
I
the
do remember who
traitors.
did it.
Freyr, our lady.
Mind if I interrupt?
Already have? What is it?
Someone spiked one of the mead barrels with blood and something else. An herb or a mushroom. Sarah said,
Give me the horn. I know the smell. A mushroom. Mardrome.
Mardrome related in any way to berserkers?
Aye. But only in the tales told to children as they're put to sleep on cold winter nights. Warriors who ate Mardrome were said to transform into beasts when consumed by battle rage. But as I said, it's only...
Only a legend, I know. Still, I find it easier to believe than some story about bears appearing out of nowhere. Saris wasn't lying. You know your fungi.
I do. Especially those which affect the mind, soothe it, summon waking dreams. Odalric suffered for years. I tried to help him in various ways, initially with prayer, then with poppy milk.
But he's done with that now, right?
It's not that simple. But we'll wean him off it yet.
So poppy is used for drugs, same as it is in the real world.
Mardrome. Never heard of it.
You have another name for it on the continent. Psilocybe, I believe.
All right. Peasants eat it to soothe pain.
Odalric tried it too, but only a few times. In larger doses, the mushroom causes visions, nightmares.
Yes, the last thing Udalric needed more of. Thanks for your help.
Blood and Mardrome. The taste of human flesh and a substance that triggers visions. That well could have caused the rage. Maybe even the transformation.
Maybe. Hard to believe someone spiked the mead here in the hall, though, in front of all those witnesses.
You're right. I helped prepare for the feast. I'd have noticed. It might have happened before they brought the drink upstairs. In the cellars, maybe.
Come on,
Does this
we
all
could find some
happen-
clues there.
In the castle? Are we not like allowed to leave yet? Or maybe if we went with Hjalmar?
We must find the traitors quickly. Elsewise, the warriors will take matters into their own hands. Castle's abuzz already.
Think they'd attack Croc openly?
My father or each other. All in the finest Skellige tradition. Haven't had a good civil war in ages. Knew there'd be trouble. It was all too calm.
Funny. Arnvold said the same. For a feast to be any good, mead's gotta flow, but so does blood.
Might say he got his wish.
It wasn't
I really
really a
hope
wish.
Hjalmar's doing something useful, not just looking for a fight.
Relax. Your brother's impetuous, not stupid.
We keep the poison at the cellar's other end down below. Come, I'll show you.
You just keep a stock of poison. That seems like an accident waiting to happen.
The stench! Is that vodka?
Mahakaman spirit. Someone ruined several barrels of the finest.
Right behind you.
That's a relief.
The sass is not needed, Geralt. Oh, hun. Do I need to examine these? I did just find a secret tunnel.
This mead's clean. Blood and mushrooms. Think we can find out where this barrel came from? Looks different. What the? Shit.
The spirit!
Quick.
Oh no, I wonder where we have to go. Really well hidden doorway behind the barrels.
God, We might have been burned alive.
Somebody's damn desperate to bring our investigation to a quick end.
Did a
This is
shitty
secret
job.
Passage.
One rarely used, more like.
Medallion's humming.
When Yalmar and I were little,
Place of
we'd
power.
play there.
It's gotta be.
Once. Bygone days.
Love that. Love it when the dialogue just cuts itself off.
When I get my hands on that pyromaniac,
Let's think. They had to use the entrance we used. Maybe they left some prints behind.
maybe. When the door slammed shut and the fire broke out, did you hear a bottle shatter too?
No, but I've no Witcher senses at my disposal. You must hear the hair growing on my head.
I try not to eavesdrop. Anyway, entrance is worth checking. Come on.
Imagine that if you could hear someone's hair growing. Wouldn't that drive you mad? I guess this is technically stealing. That's why we didn't just loot everything. Excuse me. Door's locked.
Someone walked through the mead.
Well, isn't that lucky?
Could you ask for clearer prints? Sticky from the mead.
At that point, it's probably time to take your shoes off.
Trail breaks off. Need to find
Must
another
have felt
clue
his
nearby.
clothing rip.
Something
I
else
was
to
in a
follow.
hurry.
What's this?
Piece of cloth.
No. It can't be.
What is it?
Arnvald's tunic. Only he wears this kind.
Sure about that?
Saw him in the main hall with the servants. Let's go. Look, it's him!
Grab a horse, we'll chase him down.
So nonchalant. Really letting him get away there.
Arnvald! Stop, damn it!
Doubt he'll listen.
When
the
I get
hell
my
did I
hands
just
on
drink?
him.
Let's go!
Do you mind? Bloody horse.
You don't stand a chance.
We'll see about that!
Pew!
Come on, Roach.
Who made that bait?
You blind? Come closer, stranger.
Shit, he's fast.
Not fast enough though.
Got him!
God, he
Why'd
got
you betray
further
them?
than a lot.
Talk or I'll finish what I started.
The other times.
No Uncreate should ever sit on Skellige's throne. I know you better than others do. You're hot-headed, irresponsible. Skellige needs stability, a strong king. Not the kind a band of drunken jarls will choose.
Curious. Never heard you voice that idea. But I do know one who never stops saying it.
It's Berna Bran, isn't it? You were never a good liar, Arnvald.
What was her motive?
It's obvious. She schemed this up to get rid of the other claimants. Slander our clan in the process. If she succeeded, Svanrige would have been left, the only claimant to Skellige's throne.
We need proof. Your word against Berna's, that's not enough.
Arnvald, help us. And I'll ask my dad to grant you an honourable death. I'll insist.
I've letters from her. Instructions. How to poison the mead. But she never signed them. There's no seal.
Why did he do it though?
Will that be enough?
It'll have to be. We shouldn't delay. Time to gather the Jarls.
What? I don't get why he does it. Does he genuinely believe what he said?
I've assembled the Jarls in council as you demanded, Ceres on Crate. You claim to know who's behind the slaughter at Caer Trolda. Speak then. The blood of Skellige's sons and daughters. Whose hands does it stain?
Bernard Brands.
The lass is mad. Do you think anyone will believe you?
You had them serve poison mead to the berserkers.
I beg your pardon. The servants of Caer Trolda are not mine to command. 'Twas your father who called for the feast, who assembled the guests.
There's reason in these words.
Have you any proof to confirm your accusation?
I've better. I've a witness. Arnvald.
Ceres speaks true. Bernard commanded me to poison the maid. When Ceres and the Witcher descended into the cellars.
You betrayed us. The clan that took you in.
Good man. He's a servant to Ancrate, a lackey. He will say what they command him to say. He would lie for them even were he to pay for it with his head.
Bernard speaks true. Arnvald has served at Caer Trolder ever since I remember. Loyally, like a dog.
I can vouch for Ceres. She's telling the truth.
You, yet another Ancrate
Oh god, I hate
lackey.
her.
Did
I hate
Ceres
her so
entice you
much.
to cooperate? I can imagine how. Or has Crack paid you to smear my name?
What did you say?
Calm yourselves.
After what I saw on Speaker Rock, I trust the Witcher more than I do you.
You've that right. But it's no proof of my guilt.
Got one more piece of evidence.
A letter from Bernard to Arnvald, instructing him how to spike the mead.
It lacks my signature. It lacks my seal.
But perfume soaked through the parchment. A very strong scent, you know. Still to be sensed.
Is this your proof, lass? Is this what you call evidence of my supposed treason? Don't make me laugh.
Berna's right, Ceres. 'Tis all precious little proof of her wrongdoing. Alas, your brother Hjalmar also has not presented anything that could clear your family's name. We've but one path left to us. Holger, Lugos, it's time we quit this damn castle. Come, we must decide what punishment Clan Ancrate will face.
You're making a big mistake.
Silence, wanderer.
Wait! Mother, you bade me to leave the hall before the feast. Why?
Son, not now.
Why did you do it? How did you know? How?
You stand silent. You gave Ceres no credence. Gave the Witcher no credence. But you must give credence to a son who accuses his own mother. The massacre was her doing. She shamed herself, me, the family, the clan.
Svanrika, I did it for you. Only for you.
You admit to this deed. As the eldest of the Jarls, I cleanse the name of Clan Ancrate, and you, Berna Bran, I sentence to death. You will be chained to a rock to perish of hunger and thirst, and sea fowl will peck apart your remains.
It's pretty intense.
Berna had a lust for power, I knew this. But so strong as to commit such a crime.
What about Svanrika? What's his fate?
He'll lose his home, his name, his honor. He'll choose exile. Or death.
That's pretty rough.
But enough. Whatever comes, we must endure. I thank you, Geralt. Again.
No need. Again.
I'll not take any more of this modesty. This is a land of heroes. Let this remind you of that. And now, I must ride for Gedinate, for the Jarl's council. Time to pick a king.
What do you think? Who'll get the nod?
Come with me, see for yourself. All may listen to our deliberations.
Cool.
I do have a horse in the race. Can't refuse, to be honest.
As I thought. Well, let's go.
I can never get over how the rain always looks like oil. It's like they wanted an excuse to oil up Geralt for you. Not that anyone would complain.
We're just in time.
They've already started.
Weren't long ago, we gave King Bran back to the sea. Today, our mourning ends. Today, by the grace of the gods and the clans, a new ruler takes the crown.
Hey.
Let us swear her fealty.
It's a very... I want a crown.
I
like
know
that.
some would see another in my place. I thank those who stood at my side. Here, beneath the sacred oak, I pledge to be a good queen to the ones and the others. I want peace and prosperity to reign in Skellige. And I count on you to help me fulfill that dream.
Ceres! 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 Ceres!
Someone's mad.
You did well.
Don't like for
You alright?
So. Anywhere you cut it, I was bested by a wench.
Not just any wench.
Aye, true. Suppose if it had to be so, I'm glad it was Ceres.
I mean, yeah, I probably should be proud of her.
Not even a little proud of her? Come on, admit it.
A bit, aye. She's the blood of me blood, bone of me bone. But don't tell her I said so. Liable to puff out her chest. Which would do her good now I think of it. We showed Lugo. That's most important. Did you see that rage grip him? I thought he'd burst.
Yeah, surprised to see him in that much of a huff, actually.
Our clans have been butting heads, chests, bellies forever. It's the lay of the land.
Take care, Hjalmar. Congratulations. You'll make a great queen.
Thank you. Wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
What's the new Queen of Skellige planning?
To listen, learn, and listen again. Then we'll see.
Good plan.
I must unite the clans. I'd rather avoid war, but if Nilfgaard aims to attack, we must repel them together.
Drummond folk might be a problem. I saw Lugos during the ceremony. Furious, to say the least.
There's always been strife between our clans. But I must try and talk to him. Just might bring him around.
Keep my fingers crossed.
That probably won't happen.
Looks to me you're near bursting with pride.
If only you knew, Wolf. Tell me, what other Jarl can boast children like mine? Shame their mother didn't live to see this.
Ceres will make a good queen. Maybe she can finally unite the clans.
Let's hope. And if not, she'll always have me and Hjalmar. If the need arises, we'll take up arms for her.
Okay. I think,
Did you sever his head? Head of a giant on your mountain.
oh, we can talk to the other...
Good has been
This
wrought.
is Skellige!
The goddess chose
Oh,
me.
no.
Glory, there'll be no loot.
I'm going to see what that exclamation mark is.
Witcher! Oi!
Heard you calling.
Aye, because I was. I thank Mother Nature she didn't skimp on my voice as she did with some others I know.
See, one of us, a gill, went mute all of a sudden. No spell or potion helps him. But it is said strong emotions and experiences can restore speech. So I thought perhaps you might... I'll pay you, of course. Give you an excellent Gwent card.
Say no more.
Suppose I could try, but I wouldn't even know where to start. You want me to scare him?
Aye, good. That should do it. Scare, irritate, whatever you wish, provided you do him no harm. You can usually find a gill near the hallowed oak. Oh man, he's probably
Okay, we get the gist. I'm gonna wait until daytime, I can't see a freaking thing. Is it me or does daytime seems to be going a lot quicker than usual?
Are you the silent druid? Oh yeah. Dumb question. They ever try to cure you some other way? Give you potions or herbs?
I mean...
Not just mute. Seems he's deaf too.
Couldn't you react non-verbally? Like
When
a head
do you
nod
lose
or
your
something?
voice? Can you show me? Hold up some fingers?
Yeah.
Charming man. Doesn't look like we'll figure much out talking. So long. Talking won't get me anywhere. Tin pots. Stand to make a lot of noise. Maybe give him a smack once he's asleep.
Which is right now, conveniently. Oh. How annoying. What?
Hornet's nest. Known to have therapeutic uses. In shock therapy, for instance.
No, this is one of those immortal ones. Usually I don't have to try this hard to piss off the bees. There we go. What else? Don't want to attack him. Or talk to him. There we go.
Piss off already, you! Oh, nay. My vow of silence 3 years. 3 years! Not a word, not a peep! Until today, you made me break my vow. Happy?
Oh, sorry. Someone tricked me. I thought...
Boo-hoo-hoo! My deepest sympathies. Now get out of my sight, you imbecile!
I didn't do it on purpose, I'm sorry.
Ha! Heard him screaming clear over here. Grand work, Witcher. Your reward as promised.
Don't like being played for a fool. Remember that, or next time you'll be the one left speechless.
Are there any other quests out in the middle of frickin' nowhere? There's that, the main quest, which, I mean, it's probably not the worst thing to do. Oh, there's all these. Bloody hell. Talk about the contract with Jorund from Arenbjorn. Look at all these. There's actually not that many, but... This is the lowest level one. We'll do... Oh man. Look at this. How many frickin' things there are still left. Do this one and then we'll go and do the main quest for a bit.
That's it, Roach.
Watch it.
Ooh, excuse me. He looks like.
Mind if I interrupt?
What's his face?
Nay.
Big meaty boy.
Here you're having trouble with a curse.
Aye, I am. Look, see it lying there. A horse head on the pole. That's...
A nithing. Kind of curse. Seen this before. They're nothing to scoff at. Can bring misfortune, even death.
Aye, and the name carved upon it is Tialva, my firstborn.
Look at that dude's
Grows
neck.
weaker by the day.
My god.
I fear I'll bury him before the next moon. Tried to lift the curse myself, but no luck.
I can help you. One of two ways. First, I can try to convince whoever put up the nithing to lift the curse themselves. Second, I can deflect the curse back on whoever cast it by writing their name on the shaft. Either way, need to know who's behind this.
It seems very easy.
I don't trouble no one. Don't know a soul who'd wish it upon me.
Guess I gotta investigate.
They always say that,
Sure
don't
for
they?
trouble like a witcher.
A nithing. A powerful curse. Name carved on the shaft. Trails fresh. Son of Lothar. Might want to look around some.
So what, they only just put it up? I think I know who it is. But...
What is this? Woman's shawl. Distinctive pattern. Distinctive smell.
Just now realizing how... how much... or how many of these quests are smell related.
It's clearing up.
That's nice.
Too many scents. Can't follow my nose any further. Need to ask around about the shawl. Greetings.
Greetings.
Mind if I...
Oh, I guess I can't ask her.
Fare thee well.
Okay.
You should ask Freya to make it so.
Greetings.
Oh!
Hello? Someone? Oops.
Feeling any better?
I feel fine, thanks.
What do you want?
Oh my god, it's his twin brother.
Man can't work 5 minutes and not be interrupted.
Watch who
Seen the
you
white
cross.
Didn't you stay long?
You're not that scary.
No one wants to talk to me. Do I have to equip the shawl or something? Seems dumb, if so.
Greetings.
Greeting.
It's the only one I can talk to. Everyone else is just
Sorry,
like, gives me nothing.
Hey.
Hey there. Aye.
Uncle said folk on the continent got heads
Do you
like
perhaps
cats.
own a shawl?
Only got
Someone.
cat's eyes.
For God's sake.
Lovely scar.
I'm busy.
Wanna
Oh,
see
sure.
mine?
Aye. What's it you need?
Didn't I talk to you like 4 times already?
Any chance you know who wore this shawl?
Course. Yona, our herbalist, lives there, in that hut. Oh, she'll be pleased you found it for her.
Yeah, real pleased. Found your shawl near Lothar's house by the kniving you put up there.
How did you know?
Had a hunch. Thanks for confirming it. You know Tjalva's got one foot in the grave.
Good. That bastard should never have been born. Me, I was to be Lothar's bride, but he cast me aside for that flounder. Getting his comeuppance now. Him and that whole ploughing family.
You'd kill a child out of jealousy? Are you serious?
Tis not jealousy, but dignity that matters here. 10 years we lived side by side. 10 years. I cooked for him, washed his breeches, shared me bed. And he abandoned me with nary a word. The whole village laughed. Stupid bint Yona let herself be had. No, I have not been had. Nor have I forgot.
I mean, not really a reason to kill the child. Maybe kill the dude.
Want you to lift the curse. I mean it.
Fine, I'll do it. But I've my terms. Lothar's to renounce his son and come back to me.
I'll be sure to tell him. But I think we both know what his answer will be.
Those are certainly some terms. So, renounce his son, who's probably very young. Does that mean you have to kick him out or something?
So, you know who placed the knife in?
Old friend of yours, Yona.
I might have guessed. Jealous bitch! Can't stand to see others happy. So, will she lift the curse?
Yeah, sure. All you gotta do is renounce your family and go back to her.
Nay. Never! My wife, my son. I'd strip them of honor. Condemn them to poverty. You've got to break the spell, Witcher. Let her die!
You might deserve to be punished, but not this way. Fine, I'll do it.
Thanks be to the gods.
Don't bring the gods into it. This is between two human beings.
No cure for trouble like a Witcher.
Oh, I'm glad you think so.
J-O-N-N-A. May it be quick and painless.
And now the village loses its herbalist. Rip.
So? Did it work?
It did. Your son should recover soon. And Yona will die.
Thanks, Witcher. 1,000 times over. My son's dearest of all to me. I couldn't abide it if he'd died. Your reward. Will you eat with us before moving onward?
No. Not in the mood.
No cure for trouble like a Witcher.
I would have liked to have a say in that. That could have been cool. Alright, check this. See what this is. And then go to the main quest. Finally. Ugh, excuse me. And just, I guess, clear up the rest of the quests as we go. Not much of a bandit camp. What in the fuck was that for? Did I miss something? Do something maybe? That was weird. Oh, did some more people spawn there? They did as well.
Keep clear.
Hey, make yourself useful.
Oh!
Could you
Weird.
tell a trout from a trout?
That's it, Roach.
No. I could not tell any fish from any fish. I'm not a fisherman. Couldn't catch fish to save me life.
Oh. Watch yourself, white hair.
Hey there.
Were you actually calling to me, or...? No, I think he was just being friendly. Which I will say, the Skelegans are a little more... I mean, not much, but a little more friendly. Cordial. Towards Geralt. And us, by extension, I suppose. I literally thought those two Endriggers were people riding very weird horses. Because apparently, I'm blind.
You're mad, woman! Mad, I say!
Maybe, but I've got good reason.
I hold Ciri dear too. You know this damn well. But the Mask of Orboros is no trifle. Have you any idea what could happen if it is used? Any idea of the consequences?
No, but neither do you. So stop panicking.
Can hear you two clear on the other side of the island.
Good. May all Skellige know Jennifer of Vengerberg is a common thief.
Control yourself, Druid. I haven't stolen anything. I've merely borrowed something and fully intend to return it.
Ha! The generosity. Just one small problem. Once used, the mask is rendered completely worthless. Not to mention the risk you'll bury us alive, and all the Isles with us.
Don't exaggerate. It's just...
No, Geralt. This is no just. The myth is that Orboros created the mask when the envious seas swallowed his beloved. Unable to bear the prospect that he would never again see his betrothed, Orboros made the mask, which would allow him to peer into the past. He knew, however, that he could only use it once. So he waited. Waited until his longing grew so strong that it became unbearable. When the sea learnt of the mask, it was quick to respond. It made known its threat that whosoever used the mask would bring the sea's wrath down on them. For in vengeance, the sea would rise and flood all the lands and drown the living.
Where'd you get this mask?
Sailors from Clan Dimon pulled it from the sea, near the Njord Trench.
Yeah, but how can you be sure this is Orboros's mask?
Its appearance is exactly as described in the myths.
You believe the myths?
Only ignorant fools belittle their significance. Besides, it's not the myths that are on trial here. It's the thief.
On the one hand, a theft. On the other, Ciri's life.
I also care deeply for the girl. I proposed a series of other methods. Yennefer refused to listen. She claimed
They would take too long. Whereas she needs immediate results. She has always been hot-headed.
True. At least this time she's got a valid reason for it.
Never mind that she might bring... What? What was that? No. Yennefer's used the mask.
Surprise, surprise.
We must neutralize the mask. Mute its power.
There's a merchant down there. Look. Oh, it's a druid. Never mind.
Geralt, watch out!
Great.
Oh, necrophage, right? Oi.
What was that?
Unicorns.
Ha ha.
Damn it, Yen. I saw the foglets. I meant how'd they get here.
The power of the mask summoned them.
Ermion says the mask might cause a natural disaster.
Fortunate he's here then. He can jump right in, try to tame it.
Realize he won't let this pass.
Oh, I'll survive, somehow.
Jesus, the sass.
What now?
The mask reveals the past, but only in certain places. Places where past events left a strong magical imprint. Take it.
Want me to wear it?
Yes. I'll cast a spell that will let me see through your eyes.
Well, let's go.
This way. Already found the first spot.
I guess I can't just put it on and leave it on. It's annoying.
This is the spot. Put on the mask.
Any instructions?
Keep it on until we've seen everything. And don't stray far. Telepathy is limited in range.
Is it though?
What's that? A portal?
2 people emerged from it.
The woman was Ciri.
How can you know?
The way she moved. Like a witcher. Seems they went that way.
Come, let's find the next spot.
Seriously? Yoo-hoo, Yennefer. Come. Brenna. What's Brenna?
Watch out!
What was that?
A magic explosion of some sort. So powerful that even the echo was dangerous. I wager it destroyed the forest.
Hang on, no it wasn't. I was standing right next to it. It did nothing to me. It's not dangerous. You fool.
But Ciri and her companion weren't harmed. I saw them escape.
Let's see where to.
See where?
Place is creepy. I don't like it.
Nor do I.
Anyone here when this happened had a slim chance of survival.
I know what you're thinking, but don't worry. Ciri can take care of herself.
Well, she can when she's the one who caused this. It's a little different.
Ready?
Someone chased Ciri. See that? Might have wounded her.
She escaped through another portal.
Know where it led?
Magic residue trail leads to Velen.
Any chance you can figure out where Ciri's companion fled to? His portal's gotta be nearby.
I'll try to find it. Come.
Oh my god, move.
Don the mask.
Nice fight.
One repelled the other with powerful magic, then fled through a portal.
I think that may have skipped itself.
Most likely. It's Ciri's companion and the one who wounded her.
How do you know?
I don't. Making an educated guess. They both appeared in the previous visions.
Ciri's got a powerful ally. The mage who was with Ciri fled too. Know where?
His trace path leads to Velen as well. But the target coordinates of his portal differ from those of Ciri's.
Excuse me.
The explosion must have disrupted his teleportation.
Ran into Kira Metz in Velen. Coincidence maybe, but she claimed a mage came to her looking for Ciri. Be surprised if it wasn't the same one.
Whoever he is, he grows more interesting by the minute.
Maybe something left of the one who got hit by the spell.
It's clearing up,
Ermion must be getting a handle on the weather.
which means he'll be free to attack us again.
Are you pleased with yourselves? Look at what you've brought down on us.
Oh, it's a storm.
If someone's death were to help you find Ciri, would you start making human sacrifices as well?
Just so happens I'm willing to do anything for some people.
Everyone else, everything else be damned, is that it?
Yep.
Stop panicking! Here's your mask.
It is worthless. It's an unwieldy ashtray at best. I hope you've learned something useful at least.
Very.
I'm talking to Geralt. You I'll deal with later. So?
Old Grouch, bloody hell.
We think a powerful curse was cast here.
Plausible. Considering what happened to the wood. Do you know upon whom?
Not yet, but we know Ciri was here. She stepped out of a portal. A mage was with her. Someone chased them. They fought. Ciri was wounded but managed to escape.
Where to?
Velen, probably. The mage opened a portal for her, then he fought her attacker.
Yes? Is that it?
Got a feeling we found something interesting. Just need to examine one more thing.
Vision, he went flying in that direction.
He's at the end of this crater, isn't he?
Something's pinned under that tree. Can you...
I can.
God magic would be helpful. Look at that! Imagine being able to do that. Oh, it's a wild hunt bull. A spectre.
Armor's clean. No blood, no sword nicks. Ciri's friend must have... what do you call it?
Vaporized him.
Exquisite. The armor, though the workmanship's unfamiliar. Can't even tell where it's from.
Probably because it belonged to a rider of the Wild Hunt.
What? So it's true. The Wild Hunt. I feared as much. First here, then on Hindersfjall. What did they want?
They're looking for Ciri.
But why?
Elder blood flows in Ciri's veins.
'Tis true, she can trace her lineage clear back to Lara Duran, which is why the women in her family have always had extraordinary abilities. But could that truly be so important?
Ciri's exceptional. She travels between places here and other worlds. Space is no obstacle for her.
Huh?
Which is why the Wild Hunt wants to capture her. Speaking of the hunt, mentioned it appeared on Hindersfjall.
Well, it happened at least a fortnight after the cataclysm struck here on Ardskellig. The raids raided Lofoten at dusk in a blizzard. Itself a strange occurrence for that time of year. The islanders said the wraiths. They barged into their huts, killed anyone who resisted, then galloped inland, laughing fiendishly.
Anyone survive?
A dozen or so women and an old man.
Next stop, Hindersfjall.
I'll meet you on the beach near Lofoten.
Wait, can't we go together? Right now?
But you detest being teleported.
Don't exactly like potions either, but I drink them when I have to.
You also drink them when there's no need at all. Very well. Let's go. Stay close to me.
Good luck to you. Inform me once you've learned anything new.
Dude needs to brush his teeth. They're a little gross.
Quite a few years since I was last on Hindisfjall, but if I remember correctly, Lofoten should be this way. Raised huts and fresh graves. This must be it.
Gathering of some kind. We've come at a bad time.
There's no good time to talk about the Wild Hunt.
True. Every time you mention it, everyone gets all razzled.
But in the grind they lie. And me,
Son
living
of Earth, perished in gore.
Ritual of some kind. We'll have to wait.
We'll do no such thing. Dear sisters, pardon the interruption, but we've an important matter to discuss.
Can you not see we're commemorating the dead? So?
And we're looking for someone who's still alive. Please, this is urgent.
Then speak.
They say the Wild Hunt destroyed this village.
That is true, though few believe us. You don't either, I'm sure. Did you see riders on skeletal horses, wearing frost-covered armor?
Aye, that's how it was. They landed on our shores in a ship made of the claws of dead men, like in the ballads. Leif yelled to
Hey
grab the
Ken, how
children.
you doing? I
Then
know,
they
right?
came, cut him across his face. He tried to whisper. Only blood came out.
You were to ask about someone, not prod their wounds. That's enough.
What happened then?
What? Right. Yeah, the last couple of days have been very hot. So it's actually still quite warm now. Not quite as warm as it has been, sort of 30 odd plus degrees. And especially in here it was ridiculously warm. So I let my computer just chill and not have to deal with the heat so that nothing broke again. Because I can't afford another complete computer meltdown. So I'm being very careful.
Go on.
I ran out to get help, to get Leif. But so many bodies. Yole, Ingvar, little Necky.
Which way did the riders go?
Towards the sea, through the ravine, on horses made of bones. Bones and ice and...
Enough! Get to the point.
I do have, it is good. It is very good, but this room has no like insulation basically. The window doesn't really bring in any air. So when it gets hot, the room just bakes. And there's probably like a 10-degree difference from outside to in this room. It's not very good. I need a much better I'm gonna have to invest in like an insane cooling system so that I can just push through the summers, because they're getting ridiculous.
We're looking for a
though
young
the next few
woman,
days should
name
be
of Ciri.
raining.
Ashen hair, green eyes.
Apparently.
I'm sorry.
So.
She is not here.
Unless she lies in a grave. That is, I do not recall one by that name.
Should be
But
cool
I
enough
buried
to not have to
so
worry
many.
about it. This
I may
summer's
as
supposed to be very rainy.
This Ciri, has she a scar here on her cheek?
That or
Yes.
air conditioner.
Yes,
but
what
mine
happened
doesn't
to
work
her?
at the moment.
Don't know. Saw her
so,
but for a moment,
you know,
right before.
stick it right in front of the air
before it
conditioner and
all.
hope it doesn't melt.
She was in the stables with Craven. 1,000 curses upon him.
Yeah.
Remember anything else? Anything at all?
Only that she seemed tired, very tired, and her hair was wet.
Great. So we know she bathed. Progress.
I'm sorry, Craven. My apologies.
Oh, yeah.
Craven. Craven could have told you more.
Gotta equip the citizens climate change. Yeah, well, you're not wrong. What do they call it? La Nina? Like the weird weather patterns. I think it's called La Nina. La Nina. La Nina. Yeah, so it means that like what's supposed to be normal hot summer weather is it now exactly the opposite. It's what happened last year. We got lots of cool days, but a couple really intense, just incredibly hot days, which I think is what's going to happen again. So I'm going to have to be very careful. There will probably be a few days where like I don't stream because it'll just be too hot until I'm like out of this room and have access to a bit more cooling.
This Craven you
and I need to buy like a full-on proper water-cooled
until the elders struck him from the saga of ancestors.
To make sure it doesn't happen again.
It's as if he has ceased to exist. The lore forbids anyone from touching him, speaking to him, even uttering his name.
What did he do to deserve that?
He fled from the wild hunt. He alone.
We need to talk to him, even if it's not in keeping with your customs.
You've come too late. He went to the garden to fight Morkvag.
Oh, I forgot the wild hunt didn't kill him. Need to move into the basement? Yeah. If only I had a basement to move into. I think I prefer that, to be honest.
A coward who willingly
would be a
seeks
lot
battle?
cooler anyway.
Am I the only one who sees the contradiction?
That's why he did it. Craven knew he would prove the elders wrong only if he killed Morkvarg.
And thus regain his honor and his name.
Or I could do
Trial by ordeal.
what some people do and just submit the entire...
I do not mock your laws.
Submit.
Please also respect
Submerge
ours.
the entire computer in like non-Newtonian fluid. Where I've seen people just... What do they call it? I think I call it the wrong thing. Yeah, it's like something that people will just like fill up a fish tank with and put all their computer parts in.
Where is this holy garden?
Not far from
No, I
here.
definitely
North.
call it the wrong thing.
We cultivated healing herbs there once.
And now?
Now we walk only as far as the tree the goddess planted. We place our offerings and make our pleas before it.
Yeah,
Those who venture below remain in the garden forever.
Conductive fluid. It's called mineral oil, which seems fun. You can also use gasoline, vegetable oil, olive oil.
Morkvarg. What's that?
Who, you mean?
The vilest man ever to inhabit Skellige. Nothing was ever sacred to him. He attacked his own clan's lands, took gold from Nilfgaard, killed children, pregnant women.
Know the type.
They said he feared only one thing, the wrath of the gods. Morkvarg sought to prove how wrong they were, so he sailed to Hindisfjall to ransack the goddess's garden. This was over a decade ago.
Archpriestess Ulva stood in his way. He thrust a blade between her ribs and cast her down in the mud. As her lifeblood left her,
no, it
she
doesn't.
cursed
The
him,
mineral
and
oil
Morkvarg
I've seen work
transformed into
in
a
the videos
beast.
and stuff, but I've never seen
Curse?
anyone
A monster? You've got some
olive
work to
oil on their computer.
I can get
That
rid
seems
of
like a bad
Morkvarg.
idea.
Don't know what he's turned into, but a silver sword should do the trick.
It's not that simple. There have been those who have bested Morkvarg, yet he always returns.
Should probably lead with that information. Leader.
So, it's a complex curse. Meaning I need more information.
I understand, but I've told you all I know.
Speak with Toradar's son, Einar. He was in the garden when Morkvarg and his men attacked. He saw what happened. Of all the pilgrims there at the time, he alone escaped with his life. He settled in Larvik. You'll find him there at the landing, provided he's not out to sea when you arrive.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Plus a new case probably wouldn't help. Wouldn't hurt. This is an old case. Not super efficient.
Thanks for your help.
I understand you intend to enter the garden. I dislike it when foreigners enter the sacred grounds.
Deal with it.
But so be it.
Custom demands pilgrims make an offering of their own blood before the tree. Craven surely did so. Unless he lacked not only courage, but respect for Freyr as well.
You needn't worry about us. Geralt and I always give the gods the respect they are due.
That's a bold lie.
But now he just faffs about, seducing the lasses.
I do not, madam. How very rude. I do actually have my fan turned on and pointed at me in the computer to help slightly. It's still quite warm
Worried this
today.
trail might have gone cold.
Even if Craven's dead, we'll manage.
How exactly?
You'll see when the time comes.
They're, yeah,
Could stand to be
their
nicer
very own
sometimes.
unique way.
I suppose. But then I wouldn't be the woman you fell in love with, would I?
Very brave of Geralt to say, oh yeah, you could be nicer sometimes. Yennefer's just as likely to turn you to a pile of ash. Oh my god, stop fucking yawning.
My. That must be more.
A bite. Just one morsel.
It does, yeah.
One piece. A crumb. Food. Food.
I can't get over how baby-faced he looks.
Shite! Not again! Not again!
I don't think I've ever managed to solve this one either.
He doesn't seem
I've
happy
watched
to see
sort of
us.
like half of
Wait
it.
till he
I've
gets
still
a
got a few
closer look
episodes
at
left
me.
before I finish it off. But so far, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So, where shall we start?
Let's go to that tree the sisters mentioned.
Plan to bleed yourself for the goddess?
Not necessarily, but Craven did. We just might pick up his scent.
I don't know if I'd say it's better than the first, but it's definitely good. Unless like the last couple episodes are just total shit. So far I'm impressed. Not enough episodes though. There's only 8 episodes.
Craven was here. Look, the impression. Kneeled down on one knee.
Oh, definitely.
Cut
Get some
himself to make the
get some
offering.
snacks
Blood
ready.
stains. See them?
And
No. I may
plenty
be
of stuff to drink because you're going to be sitting
beautiful,
down
but
for
I
a
don't
while.
have superhuman
They're very long
senses.
episodes. Every episode's an hour long.
Which is why you should stay up here. No
So it's like a full
offense, but
work
in that
day if you want to
undergrowth
watch
and
them all
mud,
at once.
You'd be like a...
Ball and chain?
Planned to say it gentler, but yeah, that's basically what I had in mind.
Fine. We'll do as you say. If the need arises, I can
Oh,
cast
serious first?
spells
Yeah.
from up here.
It's a good idea. Need to like focus fully. It is a little oh, there's like a weird joke at some point. You'll see that though.
Thought you might object.
Me? Please. I can be extraordinarily conciliatory.
Yeah, I won't spoil
Yen,
anything.
look me in the eye. What are you plotting?
Many things. How to seize the Temerian crown, how to sell Kaer Morhen out from under you. Go already.
Okay. What's it doing? I have to jump down into the disgusting sewer.
Craven's blood. Flowing profusely. Trail's clear. Should lead me to him.
Oh my god. I thought like some blood meant, you know, prick your finger
Light
or
prints.
something. Not
Craven
cut
trod
open
carefully.
a fucking artery. Is that him? Oh, I'm gonna look
bite
up how
marks.
to do this quest
Morkvark
properly.
doesn't eat his
Because the last couple times I've done it, jeez,
Is it Craven?
No, this one's been here a while.
didn't end well.
What? I can't hear you. If you want to chat, come closer.
Her senses are really dulled. Monster tracks. Running. Chasing something.
It's not Craven, you deaf witch. What's up?
Well, what is it?
What do you know about this garden?
Let me think. That it's dreadfully overgrown.
Had its history in mind.
They say Freya herself planted it. When the world was young, the goddess strode across Skellige, sowing seeds among the rocks. But Urboros the snake bit a hole in her basket. All her seeds poured from it and landed here. Thus, this garden is bounteous while the rest of Skellige is barren.
You believe that?
Is that a serious question? Of course not. Favorable microclimate for plant life. End of story.
To transform into a werewolf. It's a dog's life, huh?
Well, there's not a youth out there who doesn't have a wolf in his belly.
Then the curse confined him to this garden? Couldn't really cut his wolf loose.
No question he was top dog here.
Just wolfing things down, or not.
Geralt, that's enough.
Fine. Still had a few good ones at the tip of my tongue.
I'm sure you did. We'll say you won.
Don't placate me.
I found a corpse. Not Craven's, though.
Uh-huh. And you thought I'd find this interesting because...
Because no bite marks on it. Doesn't seem strange to you?
Zerrikanian cuisine, Dandelion's fame, and shoes with curly toes seem strange to me, yet I don't discuss them with you.
Reading between the lines here.
Yeah,
that
doesn't really make much sense to me either.
We should focus on what's most important at the moment.
Her fucking sass I can do without, though. Jesus. Because there's got to be higher beings of some kind, but knowing this world, they'd probably just be dead. Like there'd be a couple corpses, godly corpses up in heaven somewhere. Because some people think Gaunter Dim is some kind of a god. Or at least a deity of some kind.
Got bored of sneaking around and attacked.
Some say he's like the god that made everything.
Craven's blood.
But I don't really see the evidence for that. If he was a god, he wouldn't have to make deals
doesn't give up easily.
Would. But anyway, so there's got to be some kind of like deities in and about.
Door won't budge. Craven must have blocked it, or it's just locked. Gotta go round.
I remember this place being a little bit tedious. Just because I'm dumb. And have trouble moving around. Do you have any plans for Christmas, Kendall? Going away anywhere, or are you chilling with family? Torch. I need a torch. Do I not have... Oh no, have I run out of torches? No. Again, blind. Every door we've been running into recently has been locked. Not just here, but everywhere. Taking the long way, maybe?
That stench.
I'm positive time's going quicker. Staying the hell away from everybody. Oh, you're living my dream, Kendall. I wish I could do that. Okay. just one Christmas, you know, just not have to bother with
Can't cross
family
that.
functions. would be
Gotta go
nice.
down, provided I can open the sluice. Mechanism looks pretty standard.
Yeah,
One
you-
lever to choose the sluice gate, the other to work it.
Oh god. It does seem like here we had another outbreak here last week. And I have a funny feeling that it's going to be all dandy through Christmas, and then after Christmas everyone's going to kind of not be locked down, but the restrictions will be back in place just so it doesn't spread too far, kind of like letting people have their Christmases. Himself with his family. Right. That's very. I mean, at this point, that's so dangerous. Yeah, I think that's probably the safest option if that's how it's all going. You can't be too careful either. Especially when it's already done so much. Did I... Am I in the right spot? Yeah, exactly.
Symbol of Freya.
It's kind of a tricky thing to try and guess what is going to happen.
Morkvarg broke
but I
through
think
his door.
that's what's going to
Must
happen
have
here.
smelled something beyond it.
At least. I don't know about everywhere else. But they're going to let people have their Christmas fun. And then as soon as that's done, they're going to be like, hey, get the fuck back inside. You're not leaving again for another 6
Untouched.
months.
No sign of feeding. Morkvarg doesn't
Only
devour
viruses
his
take
victims.
vacations. Yeah, that's a widely known fact, Kenda, that at certain points in time, very deadly viruses just stop existing for a while and then come back when it's convenient. Like I've been saying, it's COVID actually vanishes when you're in a dense crowd of people. So the more people you get packed into the smallest space possible, it just the more area it disperses from. It's like a little bubble. At least that's what they believe.
It grew back. It always grows back.
Better not attack me, you son of a bitch.
Starting to envy you.
Wish to hear a story?
Sure, why not?
If I have to, I'm all ears.
Warriors came. They knew they could not kill me. So they laid a trap. Chained me down. Locked me in here. Know what I did? Bit my leg off to free myself. Every bite brought pain and howling. I vomited blood.
Sweated it out.
Biting off your own limbs.
Of course,
hurts.
yeah.
Who would have thunk?
You
Hey,
don't
Dread. How you
understand.
doing?
This was more.
That is the power of mods,
mouth
my friend.
burned.
He looks like a wee little baby.
Following fire. As if all inside me was torn. Felt I would die. But I did it. And then I shredded them, dashed them to bits, made tiny crumbs
Jesus.
of those plowing
And Jen Black would be in help too.
heroes.
The beard adds like 50 years.
Your story have a point. We're just doing some chest pounding.
The moral is... You cannot kill me. Cannot stop me. I'll not be bound. Break any fetters. The curse. Free me, or I'll return to get you again.
Not good.
Yep. Oh, he just dies.
Willing to talk now?
Only now can I. Such is the curse. Makes me bite, scratch, mangle, till I drop. You've got time before the blood's gone from me, and I return. Listen, carefully. Undo the curse. Free me. Finally, I will reward you.
Oh my god. Didn't he do something a lot more awful than just murder the priestesses here? If you know what I mean. So I'm just looking up how to actually finish this, like win it and not do it shitty. Also, I forget how old Geralt actually looks. Look at that old ass man. The camera's not real great, but how old and gross he is. I will say I prefer the baby-faced one. Anyway, bit of a hot take. No, it's not the right quest.
Looking for a man named Craven. Apparently came here to kill you.
Seems it didn't work out. Those who come rarely introduce themselves. What did he look like?
No idea.
Then I cannot help you.
I appreciate the method, sticking to the horrible snarling and growling, but holy shit. It takes him about 4 hours to get through a normal sentence.
Mentioned a reward of some kind.
Looted, raided, drunk most away, all but one. True treasure hid away.
So, no joy in being a werewolf?
Nay. It's the worst. Not the garden to which I'm bound, even. But the hunger. Anything I devour turns to ash. Ash. I cannot eat. I cannot drink. Yet I bloody live and roam and prowl. The hunger is terrible. I bite my own flesh, but the smallest morsel burns my throat.
Everlasting hunger. Classic as curses go. Goes to explain why
that's
all
got to
those
be,
corpses went
apparently that's
untouched.
like one of the worst ways to go, isn't it? Starving to death.
No. How to free me?
Cases like this, sometimes it's simple. Feed the cursed one of your own will, not theirs. Other times it can be a real bitch.
Help, or I'll return to shred you, rip you limb from limb.
I don't care about Sonic 2. Jeez. See what I can do.
See what I can do.
See and do, or I shall return.
I get it. Blah, 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 blah. Priestesses, blah blah. In wolf's clothing, that's what it's called. Again. Garden. What a pain in the ass this quest is. No wonder. Oh, it just goes on and on and on. Right.
Farewell.
See you soon.
I do actually have to leave this place and come back to finish this part of the quest. So I'm just gonna focus on what's his face first and worry about the other shit later. Not for two. That's true. Yeah, I do like to be thorough.
Roots. Swam right under Yen.
Hey, can you hear me?
Geralt, you scared me.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
I hope not. Let me know once you find Craven.
Alright, I'm working on it. Jeez. It did, didn't it? It took freaking ages.
Damn. Dead. Has been for a while.
6 months, wasn't it?
And?
And I've seen rot fiends in better condition than this.
Ew.
Shit. Fine, scrape together what you can and haul the bits up here.
Take it you've got a plan?
No, I just like to stare at rotting flesh. We'll talk when you get here, alright?
That's Yen. Charming as ever.
Paul? Still a
Come
long,
on, someone
long
wants to meet
time.
you.
And we were doing 6-hour sessions then. Here the most I could manage is 3 before I gotta go to bed and work like an adult. Blech.
Putrefaction set in. But the vocal cords are intact. We might still get something out of him.
Doesn't look like the talkative type.
Anyone can be made to talk. Even a corpse. One must simply know how.
Thought necromancy was strictly forbidden.
So is premarital sex. But I'm not about to be bothered by such foolishness.
Black magic's no joke. Casting those spells never ends well. Never.
I don't like it any more than you do, believe me. But the thought that Ciri is in danger, I like that even less.
I understand.
Yeah.
Still doesn't give us
You
the
don't.
right to...
Oh, are you
Geralt,
are you
please.
Team Tristram?
This is not the time to debate ethics.
Do you know what? I can see why some people don't like Yennefer. I totally get it. But Triss all the way, yeah. How you doing, Dread? It's been a while. Got any plans? Merry Christmas, first of all. That's my fan. How you doing?
Need any ingredients for the spell?
What was that?
The blood of a newborn, a virgin's tongue, and the eye of a newt.
That sarcasm
Mind
is
trying
one.
again without the sarcasm?
I don't need a thing. I'm a sorceress, not a village herbalist. All I need is energy. A great deal of energy. We're very lucky this place is saturated with magic.
It's also considered sacred. Priestesses will be furious if you use the garden's power to revive a corpse.
Geralt, you're getting on my nerves. I
Yeah,
offer you solutions, you try to
staying
poke
safe, I
holes
hope.
in them.
Especially with all this 17th wave by this point.
Sorry to bother you with my
she
doubts.
just- yeah.
Please, Geralt.
That's just it. Your please is never a request, only ever a command. But let's move on. Let's get to work.
Yeah, the attitude definitely does not do her any favors.
Selene, Selene, Defrain! Selene, Selene, Davidar!
But I personally find it hard to pass up purple eyes and a black outfit. So got me penned, apparently.
Are you Craven of Lofferton?
No, I have.
Yeah. It does get a bit grating at times, I'll be honest.
You died in battle. You've recovered.
Geralt, this is not the time to cheer up a corpse. A young woman, ashen hair, green eyes. What happened
So
to her?
mean.
She's wise. They cursed me.
I don't care about that. What happened
Oof.
to her? What was she doing here? Speak!
No!
Speak! Speak!
Jesus.
She fell.
Much more likely in this series. Yeah, she does a lot of, or she must do a lot of growing between the show. Because I don't know how much of the show is, how much of the game is going to influence the show. I think they're more based off the books. I haven't read the books. So Yen could be completely different in the books than in the game. I have no idea. But in the show, she's definitely a lot more aggressive, I guess the word is. Very aggressive. Well, I mean, that's one word.
Don't stare. Help me. Help us both.
Oh yeah, we get to play as Ciri now, don't we?
Ciri. Zirel. Can you hear me?
I can.
I must leave you.
No, she does have a good
We will
reason
meet
for that.
beneath
She was
drowned
like
dead
abused
rock.
for
Can
most of
you
her
remember?
life, so if that's an excuse to be a bitch, then, you know.
Repeat
I think that's a good enough reason.
Drowned. Dead rock.
So, don't be mean to Geralt. It's my one condition.
You're awake. And I thought you'd...
Where am I? And who are you?
It's all right. You're on Hindersfjall, village of Lofferton. They call me Skjal.
But how'd I... What?
We fished you out of the sea. Me and that friend of yours.
I mean, that's a bit of a stretch. They dropped into the sea behind you.
And where is he? My friend.
Stepped out a while ago. Said he
Still
needed to
safe?
find a boat.
Good.
Why does he wear that mask? Something not right with his mug?
Yeah, I feel you there.
He simply doesn't
we've had
like
another
others to see
outbreak
it.
just last week from one guy who, you know what, it might have been a couple. But I know for sure one guy got COVID, was told to stay home, and then went out clubbing. And I think it was 13 clubs ended up being hot zones. And it's caused like fucking 3,000 new cases. So that's been fun dealing with the last couple of weeks, or weeker.
How long did I lie
People's
there?
stupidity
All day
is
nearabouts.
utterly
Twas morning
exhausting.
when we
isn't
brought you in. Night's near come now.
Too long.
You needed
Just
the rest.
I know, right?
Desperately.
It's never done us any favours at all.
Been through a lot, eh? Got some nasty, fresh-looking scars.
What's this? Did you undress me?
Whoa.
I'd no choice. Soaked through you were.
You're putting
I had to see if
our
you
cases
had
to
any
shame.
wounds that needed tending.
Mm-hmm. And if my breasts needed smearing with fox tallow?
Nay, that was mum and sis. I never
Um,
dare. I swear. On my honour.
Easy. I believe you.
That's a lot more cases that I'm dealing with. Jesus. 7,000 cases. Holy fuck. It never ceases to amaze how little our news reports on like COVID in other countries. It used to be when it first popped up, COVID was from like all around the world. That was what was on the news, and then eventually they just kind of phased it out, and now they only do the Australian stuff, which is kind of a detriment to everyone, I think, because everyone goes, "Oh, we can travel now." It's like, no, I mean you can, but you'll bring it back with you.
Help me stand.
I don't think you should.
Yeah,
Less talk, more giving me a hand.
it's like a case of wait and
that's
see
me
at this
brother
point.
for you. Out of sight for a second, and he's already put his paws on a girl.
Astrid, you're as dim as dishwater. You know perfectly well I'm helping her up.
It's a shame, I know, but I've got to interrupt your
Dim as
courtship.
dishwater.
Come, we're off to the sauna.
Where?
Why's your mouth agape like you're noodling for an eel? The sauna. Girl, you was blue as a whale when we brought you in here. Your blood needs thawing.
Yeah, that'll go. Yeah. Well, fingers crossed that you and yours stay safe, Jed.
Really,
Despite
there's
other
no
people's
need.
best efforts,
I
really.
feel fine now.
Hey, fine. You can't stand on your own 2 feet.
How
and it's
rude.
no surprise with your muscles frozen stiff. But don't you worry. Mum and I will take care of you.
I'm sorry, but I must get to Drowned Dead Rock as fast as possible.
Shan't force you to stay. But the rock's a ways off and you can barely walk. You'd best take a horse.
True.
So have a
Scal
blast
can
now.
prepare a horse for
They
you.
must certainly be
You'll have to wait
making
a spell, but
some
even so, you'll get there
cash
faster
by
than
this
on
point.
foot.
Fine, that'll do. Thank you both very much.
Pish posh, there's no need. Now come, we gotta sweat the sick out of you.
Where are my clothes?
I've taken them already. Come on.
Same with hand sanitizer. Man, I wish I invested in some like hand sanitizer
That man in the
business before all
mask.
this.
He's from afar, isn't he?
Oh yes, from very far away.
Where exactly?
Aren't you nosy?
Surprised? Been sitting in this fish puddle me whole life. I'd love to travel like you.
Like me? No.
No, I don't think you did. But that is great to hear, Dread. That makes it a bit easier to
You wouldn't like
stay
that.
as safe as possible, really.
Trust me.
Good. Means your muscles are working. And mind the string.
Well,
don't
I
catch
mean,
on your
it sucks that
nose.
you have to do that to like stay safe, but the fact that you can is very good.
See Snorri strutting around in final, gleaming with gold at him. I had to squint from the glare.
Ceremony is not hunting place. More but less to do. Yeah, the ceremonies are only very small now, aren't they? Can only
alright.
have a certain amount of
In you
people
go and get out of those rags.
per
All of
per
them?
area.
I should think so.
Oh. Yeah, it sucks. I had to do it through our last lockdown. I had to work just through pretty much the whole thing, and yeah, it's not fun knowing that you kind of have to like put yourself at risk and others at risk to pay the bills. But yeah, it's good to hear that you're gonna be as safe as possible. Was I supposed to wrap myself in a towel, or? I think they make you take it off.
Wrap yourself in a towel. Well, whatever makes you comfortable.
Right.
Finally. I was so worried.
That is a very
Mum, you
wrinkly
always
lady.
worry. Everything's fine, ain't it?
Yes, it's fine.
Good. That's good. But why have you got the towel, child? It'll just get wet.
Mum, she's from the continent. She's shy.
I'm not at all shy. I just wanted something to sit on.
Expect me to believe that?
Astrid, behave yourself, or I'll send you to gut fish with your pa. Here we are gabbing away. Steam's gone. Gotta douse the coals.
Say, back home, have you got saunas too?
You know, I don't really have a home. I'm a traveller.
Ah, that's right. Where was your ship headed?
Ship?
We fished you out of the sea. We thought you were in a shipwreck.
Yes, my ship. We set sail from Novigrad.
And what brings you to Skellige?
I'm here looking for someone.
Not your betrothed, I hope.
Why?
It'd break Skjal's heart. He's head over heels for you, girl. Sat at your bedside all the day, staring like he was painted by a master.
Astrid, I asked you not to tell her.
Oops. Well, now the milk's spilt. Do you fancy Skjal?
She's known him all of, what, 10 seconds? Let's throw a curveball here.
To be honest, I prefer women.
Aye. Now I see. The Skald sings true. Love bears many guises.
Listen, it's lovely sitting here with you, but I really must go now.
I understand. Who'd want to stay in this
Stream's gonna
hole?
get banned. Yep,
We're
too
all
many
related
boobies.
3 times over in the air
Stream's
stinks of fish.
banned now.
I can't see how you're related to anyone here. No one in Lofoten groans and bitches quite like you do. Sit down and be quiet. Child,
Snap.
Skjal's certain to have readied the horses by now. But before you go, you ought to take a quick jump in the water. It'll do you good.
Yeah, really shock the system. Really set everything into survival
I
mode.
suppose. Why not?
Head
It's like those
through the
people
door
who jump
and
into
you'll see the pier. Be careful. It's
freezing
slippery.
lakes for
Thank you
shits
once
and
more.
giggles.
And once more, there's no need. God's bless your journey.
Too many humans in their natural form? I know. How could you possibly be expected to watch this filth?
Ow!
It's like when we played Outlast 2, while we were playing that, I knew, if you've seen the end, it was pretty horrific. Very, 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 very visceral. More so than I've seen in a game ever. And when we were watching that, I kind of didn't really focus on it too much. Saw what we had to see and then left. But as we were doing that, some people or someone was saying that another streamer they were watching really focused in on it and really made like a big deal of it, and their channel got banned. So you can never be too careful.
Cold.
And now the towel is soaking wet. Oh, these two probably would have died, wouldn't they? Rip. Oh, I'm gonna need my clothes, aren't I? Dress and leave. Do we have our clothes? Or are we back in... yeah. All healed up. It's like magic.
Regards to your father.
Oh, Astrid. Isn't that the name of someone in Skyrim? Like the Companions Guild. The Companions. Not the Companions Guild.
Storms are coming. Gotta go to your
Stuck in
mum.
the 50s, can you
Tell her
be?
to
Oh, you're here. The horses are ready.
As am I. Shall we ride?
Listen, I hope... My sister, she didn't talk any nonsense to you, did she?
No. Except to mention that you fancy me.
What? But I asked her... Besides, it's not... Of course, you are very... But... You know what? Let's ride. You're
You
in
know
a
what?
hurry and it'll
In
be
real
dark
life,
soon.
I hate being flustered. But... in games and stuff, I like when other people are flustered. It makes me laugh.
You're right. I hope to come back here one day. We can finish our conversation then.
Sounds dangerous.
I didn't intend it to.
I'll take Njord. You can ride Greyback. She's old, but she'll make the...
Run for your lives!
You stay here! I'll go and...
I can look after myself.
Yeah, boy. I remember that happened last time too. Yes, she did. Because the animation just works so well most of the time.
Ride, silly! Don't look back!
Who? What'd you call me? Silly? Now, Siri, buddy. What happens if we just stay and fight the whole time? I mean, not the whole time, but enough where they're all dead. Guessing not much. Alright, peace. I'm outie.
What was that?
The Wild Hunt.
Ragnarok? The world's end?
No, not yet. But I must go. They're here for me.
Get on the horse. I'll show you the way to the rock.
You should stay. See to Astrid, your mum.
Afterwards. Once I'm sure you'll make it. Let's go.
Really thinking with the downstairs brain here, isn't he? Oh, my mum and my sister might be slaughtered. Better look after this girl I just met. Like, literally an hour ago. Priorities not in the right place at all. I mean, appreciate the help, but still. Look after your family, you dingus. Skelegons and their fucking honor. And you know what he got out of all of it? He got disowned. I'm starting to think they might value those two things together, Dread. One and the same. That's Geralt's thing. World's End. Never heard of it. Is it a good book? Bit of a piece of shit, that Avalok, isn't he? Maybe that's a bit harsh. I can't believe he survived that. Riggedy wrecked. So much praise for one of the worst. Must have had some decent aspects if it's stuck in your mind. Uma. Uba. Ooh.
What became of that creature? Where is he?
Stop!
What?
I saw him at Startin, but he's sold it.
Yeah, no worries, Dread.
To whom?
Don't deprive yourself of sleep on my account. But it's good to see you, and if I don't see you again at this Christmas period, Merry Christmas. Pass along the Merry Christmases to your family, and yeah, hopefully have a good time, whatever you get up to.
Be gone, I say.
That was pretty fucked up. Thanks, Dread. Appreciate it. Rot Raggy. Good. That's true. Books, it does take a lot for a book to stand out these days. Unless you're like one of the book nerds.
Yen, are you alright?
I'm fine now. The spell. Imagine putting wriggling cockroaches in your mouth, or swimming in manure. That's more or less how it felt.
Ew.
What happened to the garden?
It died. Like I said, the spell, it requires a great deal of energy.
You knew it would end like this, didn't you? Didn't consider it worth mentioning?
No. I knew you'd protest. Your sense of decency is charming, but it does get in the way sometimes.
I sense Yennefer may have some psychopathic tendencies. Peace, Dread. We'll see you later at some point.
Could have shown some sympathy for the boy.
That was no boy, Geralt. It was a hunk of rotting, rancid flesh that spoke through my magic.
It didn't just speak. It howled in pain.
I know it seemed real, but it was no longer human. Do you understand? Geralt, I know we should talk, but not here, all right? I don't wish to stay a moment longer.
Yeah,
The garden!
That's fair enough.
Our garden! How could you? We helped! And you! Inconceivable!
Now.
Don't you dare try to calm me! We
We've every right to be furious. Furious! And you will pay for this.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
kind of goofed here.
Is that all? Will you say nothing else?
Nothing that would help.
I shall make sure all Skellige hears what you did here.
Wait. I did this. I alone. Geralt tried to stop me. I refused to listen.
I might have known. They warned me about you. Sorceresses. None shall open their door to you. None shall feed your hunger, and none shall tend to your wounds.
Yikes.
Yen, you didn't have to do that.
But I wanted to. I'd rather not talk about it. We must focus on what Skal told us.
All doesn't witness the soulless gesture. They're like one redeeming thing. And he leaves before it. Oh, that is very funny to me.
Key to finding Ciri is that ugly thing Skell saw on the beach. That's what I
missed
think.
it by that much.
You know, I saw something, or someone who looked just like that.
Where?
In Velen, at a castle until recently ruled by a self-proclaimed baron, now controlled by his right-hand man, Sergeant Ardle.
You must go and get the creature. I don't know, buy him, kidnap him.
The thing's clearly cursed. Its mind is a jumble. Can't have anything resembling a normal conversation with it.
Grumbling won't get us anywhere. All will be well. A curse, please. Nothing a sorceress and a witcher couldn't handle. Now, tell me, do you... No, never mind.
It's a pet peeve of mine when people do that in real life. Get halfway through a question, and then they're like, never mind. I'm like, spill what you were going to say, or you will never speak again. Either you tell me what you were going to say, or I murder you. So you've got one course here.
You were going to ask me something. What was it?
Tell me, do you think... Is there a chance that thing might be Ciri? That, well, she's been transformed by some curse?
Don't even want to think about it.
Geralt, we must...
Well, I mean, we know.
Might be. From what I know, she was looking to cure a powerful curse while in Novigrad. But I'll lose it if I try to deal with that possibility now. We have to do what we can, see what happens.
Geralt losing it. I genuinely can't imagine what Geralt going feral would look like.
Didn't learn much, though we can be sure Ciri's not in Skellige anymore. Not in Velen or Novigrad either. She's disappeared. Again.
Perhaps we should re-examine what we've learned. We might have missed a clue that would push us forward.
Certainly hope that's the case. Makes me wonder what she's gotten herself into.
Can't even begin to imagine. But we will pull her out of it. Safe and sound. That I promise you.
Ciri's trail in Skellige. We've followed it, exhausted the possibilities. Might be time to go back to the continent.
Before you do, there's one thing. It's important.
What's that?
Let's meet in Larvik, at the Warriors' Hall. We'll speak there.
Okay.
Can we do this later? Sorry, need to take care of something.
Well, if you must, you must. I shall wait for you in Larvik for a time. If you don't make it, we'll meet in Vizima. After all, we do owe the Emperor a report.
Ciri's our concern, ours alone.
Perhaps. But that is not what we agreed with Emir. We must see him.
Being awfully loyal to your patron.
He's your patron as well, dear. Don't forget that, lest he remind you of it himself.
I forgot that Emir sends us on this quest.
If we gotta, we gotta.
Fucking
So be
goldfish
it.
memory.
We'd
at
never
it
have
again.
known Ciri had returned if not for Emma and his agents. We owe him this.
See you, Yen. Take care of yourself.
Wait. This matter in Larvik. It really is important to me.
Oh, we better get
I'd
that started
appreciate it if
then.
you
I don't
didn't
want to miss that. It is kind of an important quest. I don't have much longer though. Hey.
Yes?
Oh, we have to go to Larvik. Alright. So we can get it started at least. Secondary... Fish. That's the book that I have. That's what that's called. Which I got sort of a little bit through and didn't finish. Because I'm lazy. Oh my god. I saw 2 more contracts there. Never ends, does it? Good, which is a good thing.
On from the village, Baron whore!
Where's your
You
road,
best
Win?
take that back.
You defiled sacred ground. The gods will never forgive you for this.
Oh.
Ye ain't welcome here, witch. Tend to your own problems.
Always did know how to win friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Far Ipsis. A specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Far Ipsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
They know what happened to him?
The locals say they last saw his ship off the coast of Hindisfjall. Then a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
So he's probably fish food by now.
Not necessarily. I must learn what became of him.
Why? Do you know him?
No, it's not the mage who interests me. It's his djinn.
I like gin.
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn, I shall gain incredible power. And that could be useful to us one of these days.
You sure this mage actually had a djinn?
His books strongly suggest he did. He describes taming one, harnessing energy from its power.
Storm wouldn't pose a threat if he'd had a djinn. He could just utter a wish.
Perhaps he had none left, or something unexpected happened.
Alright, so what exactly do you expect me to do?
You must help me find this djinn. I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine, I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
I wonder what happens if you do this
The landing's not
quest.
Either way,
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation.
Okay. Keep it in your pants, you two. Jesus. Oh. Isn't this...
Yara, you dimwit! Drop one more and I'll keelhaul you!
Got a minute?
Preparing my boat, can't you see? Nilfgaardian dogs were to hunt us some.
Got bigger game in mind. Morkvarg.
Ah, so them's your apples. Alright, ask away. In praise of Freya.
You were there when Morkvarg raided the garden. Heard you alone survived.
True. I managed to flee. Great Mother was looking out for me that day.
Bet she didn't give a lick about the priestesses.
Apparently. Morkvarg had them bound, then slit their throats like horses for the sacrifice. And he laughed.
No, okay.
Understand?
Thought he did something a
He
lot worse.
laughed. but Archpriestess Ulver cursed him with her dying breath. You are beastly now, remain so forevermore. Ah, saintly woman.
What happened to Morkvar?
Hard to believe, but fur rose through his skin, and his mug stretched forth into a muzzle like a dog's or a wolf's. He howled, long and grieving, then lunged at his men. They tried to run, but he was fast as lightning. As he killed them, clamped his jaws round their throats, they turned to ash, just like that. Ash that seeped from twixt his fangs.
Not good. Curse must be complex, multi-leveled.
Such is the Great Mother's power.
Didn't help the priestesses. Why not?
How could I? Alone against a dozen raiders that... Why are you staring?
Just wondering. You people, obsessed with honor, courage, and so on. But you just cut and run? Strange.
I ain't proud of it. Since that day, I've been seeking a worthy death at sea. Seems the goddess, she's not seen fit to summon me. Yet.
Thanks for your help.
Goddess,
He's full of shit, but
Did
like,
you sever
we can't
his
discover that just
Have a
yet.
giant on your mountain. No,
The ship carrying the gin sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
Alright, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No.
There's not many people that can make Geralt sigh like that so often. And just accept his fate. Most times it's, I'm going to murder you now. Proceed
Not
with
sure
bloodshed.
this gin thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer.
Isn't a witch's
Assad I cried a Rithon.
isn't a witch's heart
Ready.
already slow as shit?
Careful down there.
So if I slowed it any further, I would die.
How's it going?
Oh,
Yeah, and you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck and a cavern. I'll look inside.
Fucking drowners. It is very weird.
Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew, then made their nest here. There's also a Clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
Is there anything else in this cave? I don't really want to have to come back. It's fine. Don't care enough.
Where to now?
Wherever the leads take us.
Say we find the Jinn. What'll you do? Ask for a beautiful house? And a palace? And a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the Jinn? Or have we moved on to a talking fish?
Well,
Doesn't
I think they
much matter.
use like
Both make
magic.
wishes come true.
It would certainly
What
be
would yours
handy
be?
to have
You
that
learn in
underwater.
due course.
Very secretive. But yeah, we have to use all sorts of very expensive technology just to be able to talk over very short distances.
Something's here. Another wreck.
Let's see if our Jinn's down there.
Hopefully no more drowners.
Found a wreck. It's been here a while. Wood's rotted.
Look around.
Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Hamai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. Arrows stuck in the side. The kind pharaoh folk use.
We use magic now too.
These boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search elsewhere.
What's that like saying that's always gets used? Sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Is that the saying? Something like that anyway. But eventually it'll get to... seriously. Or show a caveman technology and he'll think it's magic. Show a modern man magic and he'll think it's technology.
You're getting better at
Same
this.
dog, different bone.
Quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the golden dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? Chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me.
Who could blame you? I'm sure Geralt is packing. Double cheeked up.
Something strange about those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom. We'll see what it is.
Ah, this one.
Silver, pearl-encrusted cutlery. Ship belonged to someone awfully wealthy.
Amos was no pauper. It could very well be his ship.
Right in the middle of a crater.
See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I should cast another spell, to see through your eyes. Now relax. I su foltia bedem ein eichte illibeid.
Right. Go away.
That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful force cut out a fragment of the seabed, rocks and everything lying within the teleportation zone.
Always claimed portals were dangerous.
I believe we're on the right track. Look for anything that might contain a djinn.
Fine.
I su foltia bedem ein eichte illibeid.
No, don't bother with the thing. I mean, awful and terrible, but true and funny. They're gonna have to be sick to put that into practice.
Show me what you got. Only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half.
Thanks for the follow,
within a dozen
Bushido
yards.
Big Floppy.
And once we find
Appreciate
that,
it.
we
Welcome
should
to the
find the
mist.
djinn.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2...
Geralt does like to whine, doesn't he?
3.
Said
I
you
don't
were
have
gonna
long.
go
I've got
on
about
3.
5 minutes before I have to go.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this djinn?
But you already know. A djinn's power is priceless to a mage.
That I know, but I also want to know how you plan to use it. Wouldn't go to these lengths if it wasn't something important.
You're right. It's important. Even very important. How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then return to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a djinn.
So that's it? This is about my last wish?
You asked that djinn to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
Why would you want to do that?
To see what it's like without it. To see if we'll still matter to one another. Or if we'll be like two strangers.
Wondered that myself many times.
You see? We're just a step away from learning the truth. Come, let's search the ship.
I have my sword out.
Seems
apparently.
Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the djinn to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Djinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it in doing so.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life.
I've yet to decide how to word it. We should explore the ship.
Hard drives getting more expensive, are they? And you probably, even if you did, you probably wouldn't get it until well into next year. If your postal service is anything like ours at the moment. Which is to say...
Mystery of Mysteries.
Very
interesting. By Giambattista. Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mage must have slept here. It popped the wearer right out of them. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. Or left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Dude got squashed by a bookcase. Ugh.
Yen, think you should see this.
What do you
His
have?
pancake.
It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
Ugh.
If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea.
Can't get rid of anything on the hard drive to free up some space, or is it all too important? Because I get that. I have trouble clearing space constantly.
Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the djinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Came Jin, Rif Kaishta en Gaia,
Mr. Robot.
Kaishta et Disclair,
Oh, yeah.
Divirid me castle.
It's always hard to decide what to get rid of, though. Like, oh, I might need that, though. Even though I haven't touched it for 3 years. It's important! I swear! It's like being a data hoarder. Oh, I'm fighting this thing now.
Take it you have a plan.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Care to trade places?
Oh my god. Yeah, okay. I don't have the time to be getting my ass kicked by a djinn over and over again. Give it one more go. If not, we'll have to come back to this next time.
Step.
What do you...
Sup.
Came. Kai.
I don't even know what a djinn would be. Relict, maybe? Probably closer.
Take it you have a plan.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Care to trade places?
Okay. I'll have to deal with that next time. That is very annoying. I remember it getting a lot of praise when it came out though. I've not seen Mr. Robot, but I know it kind of made the guy in it famous, or more famous. So he was a bit more on the international stage. That looked funny. Looks like my arm chopped off. But yeah, I haven't really heard anything amazing about it. I think it played on the screens at my gym for a little while, and that was the most I saw of it. A couple 30-second clips, because my gym doesn't have subtitles on the TVs, which, anyway, it's not important. So I was going to say something. Friday I won't be here. Oh, I might be here later, because it's Christmas Eve. I've got a birthday and some pre-Christmas celebration stuff to go to, so I'll try and get here by, like, at some time at least. And I'll try and come up with a schedule for, like, the Christmas period, because like I said, it's pretty packed just with birthdays and whatever else going on in Christmas and New Year. Gets a little hectic, so I'll be here when I can. I'll try and figure out some schedule-ish thing that we can follow. Other than that, we'll just try and continue on as we've been going. I'll try and be here as much as I can, pretty much. Try and keep it nice and chill. Somewhere where we can all escape to chill out from the Christmas hubbub, because I know for a fact that Christmas fucking stresses me out, man. My birthday's on the 31st, it stresses me out even more. I'm getting old. Thinking this year anyway. It is, yeah. Which makes it a little easier. But then I've got the next 2 days after that are filled with birthdays too, so Christmas is 25th, which is a Saturday. Boxing Day, which is 26th. And then I've got a birthday on the 27th. It's exhausting. It's like being at work. Pretty much. Maybe not quite as bad, but nearly. Yeah, anyway. I'll be here, sprinkled throughout. And if I won't be, then I'll let you know. So, on that bombshell, thank you to Bushido Big Floppy for the follow. Great name, by the way. And thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. If I don't see you again soon, Merry Christmas. I'm sure I will. But I'll say that just in case. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day or night, whichever it is. Bye. Bye-bye.